Hello class 8. Today we are going to learn about expansion of liquids and gases. But before we start with the expansion of liquids and gases, in the previous class we have learned about expansion of solids, and here we will discuss first about the examples of expansion of solids. In railway tracks we see small gaps. Okay, those gaps are left between so that they get the space to expand during summer and also contract during the winters. So gaps are left between the rails of railway tracks to allow for expansion. An iron band is heated first so that it expands and it fits over the wooden wheels of the carts. Okay, and later on when they are perfectly fit, in order to make them make them more tight and secured, the iron band is cooled down by putting some cold water so that it fits perfectly on the wooden wheels. A bimetallic strip consists of two strips of equal length of different metals. Okay, so when it is heated, it bends because the strips expand unequally. Thus, it cuts off the current flow and ensures the temperature does not rise beyond a particular value. In order to open a lid or cork from a bottle, the bottle is placed upside down with its lid in hot water. Okay, and after some time, since the bottle expands by the application of heat, then the cork can be easily removed from the bottle. If boiling water is poured into a thick walled glass vessel, okay, please don't try this. If you have a thick walled glass vessel and if you try to put the boiling water into the glass vessel, it may crack due to the unequal expansion of the vessel. Since the glass vessel, it is quite thick, the inner portion gets heated up very fast, but the outer portion of the glass vessel is not expanding as quickly as the inner portion. So the inner portion expands very rapidly compared to the outer portion, and thus it forms a crack, and it may just you know it may just break down. All right, so with this we start with the expansion of liquids. In liquids, only the volume expansion can take place. Okay, in the previous class we have discussed that liquids are contained in containers, and they don't exhibit the expansion, linear expansion, or only the superficial expansion. Okay, because they are connected, they are inside the container with the entire volume. So in liquids, only the volume expansion is measured. For example, let's say that there is a beaker, okay, filled with some liquid, or let's say water. Okay, and it's up till this mark. Okay, and let's say that the mark is mark A. Now, in order to measure how much volume of water will expand, okay, first we need to heat this container, because we cannot directly heat the liquid. Okay, we cannot heat the liquid or apply the heat directly on the liquid. We have to keep it in the container, and then the container needs to be heated first. So when you apply the heat in the container which is made up of solid will also expand, because the solids, the liquids and gas, every object expands on heating. So this container also expands. If this container expands, then it will get more space from inside. So the water level first, instead of rising directly, since there is an expansion of the container first, it will decrease. The water level will decrease. Okay, let's say it comes to the level B. Now when slowly the heat reaches the liquid, okay, now the expansion of solid has taken place, expansion of the container has taken place. Now the expansion of liquid takes place because the heat is slowly reaching towards the liquid now, and there will be the expansion of the volume of the liquid. Now let's say that it expands in this level. Now let's say the level is C. Now if we see properly that there are three levels, okay, level A was the initial level of the volume of liquid when it was not heated. When it was heated, when the container got heated, okay, it expanded and then the volume dropped to level B. And when the liquid also starts getting the heat energy, okay, the volume again expands, the liquid volume again expands and reaches the volume C. So when the liquid first drops it, volume at volume B and then again reaches to volume C, for us as an observer, we'll find that initially the volume was at volume A. Now the volume has risen to volume C. So for us, we can say that the expansion is from A to C. Will not mark volume B as the expansion has, because of the expansion of the container it has fallen down. Will not mark that one, and only the volume from A to C will be marked. But this is not the actual or real expansion. This is it's a kind of mistake. We can say this expansion from A to C as an apparent expansion. Okay, apparent expansion means from volume A, from level A to level C. But the real expansion is from level B to level C, because when the liquid was not heated, when only the container was heated, the liquid level was dropped to level B. And at that point, when the liquid started getting the heat energy and it started expanding, then from level B to level C, the volume expansion was actually happening. So the real expansion was from B to C. So it's called the real expansion. So we can say that volume of B to C is actually volume of AB, this volume AB, plus the volume of AC. Okay, so AB and AC, if you add, that will be the total volume of volume BC. All right. So the real expansion will be the expansion of the vessel first. Then if we add the apparent expansion of the liquid, apparent expansion means from A to C, if we add that, then the real expansion can be obtained. So this is the way we can measure or find out the expansion of liquids. Expansion of gases. Now similar to the liquid, gases are also kept in the containers. They cannot be kept not in the containers. They cannot be kept loosely. Okay, they are always kept in containers. So we always refer with the volume expansion in case of gases as well. So only volume expansion is concerned with the expansion of gases, not the linear expansion, not the superficial expansion. Again, in this case is also volume expansion. Now we know that compared to solids, the liquids expand more, and compared to liquids, the gases expands the most. Okay, so we can say that the gases expand tremendously. So when the gases, any of the gas is kept in a container, and if the container needs to be heated up, okay, the container will expand, no doubt, there's no doubt. The container will expand, but compared to the expansion of the container, the gases will expand more. So in comparison to the gases expansion, the solids expand negligibly, means we can just neglect how much the solid has expanded. Okay, so solids does not need to be measured how much they have expanded. Instead we can say how much gases expansion has taken place. We can only consider them. So this way we can you know measure the expansion of gases. All right, so this much for today's video. I hope you have understood this. Okay, thank you.